All right, so we got some work to do today. We've kind of been kicked out of our neighborhood, so we're doing work at where I store the trailer. But today, the plan is, hello Ian. Hi. The plan is we're gonna put some shelving. This shelf is gonna go right here. We've got some wire baskets that we're gonna put in semi-permanent with some zip ties. We have a fan. We're going to work on some electrical to run, putting in some plugs and charging USB mixes. And then we're going to finish out, hopefully. We've got a little curtain thing that's going to go across here to cover all that stuff. And then try to get the fan working, so the electrical on that. So we got a big day, and then we're going to try to get a little bit of time lapse to actually see us working. But here we are, and more to come. So let's get going. All right, so we're testing the electrical for the first time. We're just kind of floating right now. So I've got my positive and my negative. I'll show you this in a second, but we've got it hooked back up here. I've turned this on, so we're gonna see if it works. Oh, listen, fan is working. Yup. We have power. I got all the electrical working. Took some trial and error, but we are officially powered up. So let me show you what we've got. So I used again, I don't know what these things are called, but this is like the central area where I've got a couple of things that are going to direct to power. And then I've got the inverter where I used a couple of extension cords and then stripped the end of them and tied them into plugs, which I will show you here in just a second. Also so this is the fan that I have directly tied in, and then another plug on this side as well. I'm going to show you a better video here in just a second. But just to show and prove that actually do have right now, I've got this plugged into here, and watch this. Woo! Actually have power, so the plugs are working. And then what I also have, I think I showed you before, but we've got the fan working here, so that's one of the direct current pieces that we have. And then this fan as well is working, which is fantastic. So I'm going to flip the camera around here and show you from the other side, but got a couple other things to show you as well. All right, so coming in, so here's one of the other things that we did is we covered over this stuff. This is where we'll have all the water, and that's my battery and stuff like that, but I showed the water in a separate video. I'll link in the description. But got that all finished up. Like I said, and I just described, I've got two going in and out. I have one for the fan up top, and then one for this other little fan I'll show you. And again, what I did with these is I've got the extension cord. So those go up, and then one goes one way, one goes the other way, and it goes up and around and behind, and then comes down here where I've got, basically I took this extension cord, split it, and then attached it to the three positive, negative, and ground inside there, and that's what's running that piece. And so I have the same thing then coming up over here, as well as these positive and negative, which again ties into some of the other wires that are in, but that follows me over to two different things. One is actually no, that one is what's coming to here, and then I've also got this second plug that's here. So the idea was, when we're laid out here, is this one will be accessible for us. And then, as we've seen, or we will see, this bed folds down, and so that one will be for the person on that bed. You saw before, earlier in this video, but just kind of a look at the final picture with the shelves. I also added a little touch of Haiti, which you can learn some other time about my connection with Haiti. But if we look at everything, it is coming along. So we've got the front is all done. We've got power. Generally, we've got a ceiling that I'm going to put in eventually, but we're getting close. The power is there. Oh, and I added that little shelf also. All kinds of little things going on this weekend. So there we have it.